What's good, squad? Back at y'all with another video. Today's topic is embrace the shift. So when we going through our everyday motions in life, the repetitive routine, we get used to a certain amount of comfort, ease, familiarness, just doing things a certain way. After a while, you get used to doing it. But like the seasons, things in life change. So you got to be able to adapt and flow with it. You don't want to fight the change. You want to embrace the shifts of life and roll with it. The easier you can move around in life and adapt to the changes, the easier your existence and your reality is going to be. The easier it's going to be for you to manifest stuff too. Because you're understanding the way the energy's flowing and you're going with the flow. You're not fighting the current. So when it comes down to those things in life, unexpected things happen. You got to be able to adapt and flow with it. And it could be on many different levels. It could be relationship-wise, job-wise, family ties, friendships, material circumstances. It could be anything. You just got to be ready and willing to adapt and overcome. Like I said, you got to be ready and willing to shift with the changing of the energy and go with it, and understand that everything is working in your favor. Like I always say, if you're working within the right energy, you know what I mean? So and the changes comes with it doesn't have to be super drastic either. It could just be in the way you're feeling within that day. Some days you wake up, you're feeling like $1 million, you got all this energy, so you're running around, you're taking care of stuff, things just going well. And then there's other days where you wake up, it might be raining, like today, gloomy, cold. You might not feel that great, but you still get up and do what you got to do to make the best of the day. So it could be that too, when things shift, like the weather or circumstances in life, you just got to be able to flow with it, make the best of whatever it is. And that's what it comes down to. You got to make the best of everything. You want to be in a point in your life to where no matter what's going on the outside, you make the best of the situation. You find the best way of enjoying it no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Or even if there is a situation to where it's like hard to find joy in it, you just understand that, okay, this is happening, but this too shall pass. Like any storm, like the weather, it all changes. It's not going to stay that way forever. So that's what it comes down to. It's just recognizing, again, the way the energy's moving, how things are flowing, and going with the flow. Don't fight it. If something feels right, if something feels like it's right to do that then. Don't hold yourself back from it for some reason that doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we hold ourselves back from things because we make up these excuses or these reasons in our head to justify not doing the thing that we know is going to make us feel good. And even within that, I don't mean anything that's going to be a detriment to your life. So, abusing drugs or abusing alcohol or abusing anything that's not going to is going to deteriorate your health, your mental state, your emotional state. I'm not talking about that. Yeah, you need to refrain from that stuff. But as far as like the good feeling things, like, the whatever it is you like to do that's healthy, whoever it is you like to be around that's healthy, don't hold yourself back from doing or being around those people, or doing those things, because that's what life's about. So it's about making the best experience out of this time we're here. It's not about holding yourself back. You want to live to the fullest, so that when your time does come, you don't have no regrets. You know what I'm saying? You lived a nice life, full life, fun life. You did it with some people who you cared about, and that was that. You left it all on the floor. So that's where I'm at with it within my life. I take every opportunity to really enjoy the things that I like to do and the people who I like to be around. I make the best of it. And I encourage you to do the same, because why not? Again, this is what the whole experience is here for. So take advantage, shift with the energy, flow with it, and You'll find yourself flowing right into all the stuff that you want. It's when we fight against that flow, that natural change, you know, the things that feel right when we do them, or when we're trying to hold on to the things that don't feel right, that we know isn't good for us. You know, again, you're going against the current. You're holding on and getting beat up by life instead of just letting go and trusting that you're gonna flow right into everything that you want. So the more you let go of, you know, negativity and old patterns and old ways of thinking, old things that hold you back, old emotions, when you let go of that stuff and you just go with what feels right, what's feeding your soul in a positive way, the stuff that you do and then you want to go back for more, the people who you hang with and you want to have more time with them, you know, they lift your spirits up, they make you feel good. They support you, you know, they have your back, you know, giving you genuine love. That's the stuff that you want to embrace, and you want to ride that wave with that stuff. But everything else that's not, you know, not making you feel good, you got to find a way to cut that out of your life, so you can bring in more space to enjoy the stuff that you want to enjoy. So y'all know that's always my message on here. Y'all know me, I'm an energy reader. That's my thing. I read the energy. So everything is shifting. Everything within, as of right now, is shifting. If you look around at nature, you know, nature is a good indicator of how things are moving. You know, we're changing seasons. It's setting in here where I'm at. So things are shifting, you know, moving into a slower pace because it's getting colder, winter's coming. So things are going to slow down. Time to hunker down. So, you know, within saying that, you want to, who do you want to have around you in this hibernation season? Because we're coming into the hibernation season. So who do you want to have around you? You know, what type of, you're going to be in the house, you're going to be, there's not going to be a lot of moving around outside. So what type of energy do you want to keep around you? You know, what type of stuff do you want to ingest that's going to bring you a good time during these cold months? You know, who do you want to have in your company? You know what I mean? And it's that simple. You know, whoever's bringing the right energy, you know, whoever really has your back, holding you down, that's who you want to hunker down with. But anybody causing you any drama, who ain't gonna support you, you know what I'm saying, to where he's like, you don't even have to ask half the times. Like, yeah, there's times you're gonna have to ask, but then other times, you know, there's some stuff you shouldn't have to ask for. If people see that you are in need and they're there and they really care about you, they're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, not even think nothing of it. Do it because that's what they wanted to do. So that's the type of people you want to keep around you. People who are gonna have your back and hold you down, and show you real love. And then try to be in places to where those people are at. So, you know, either you welcome them into your space, or you go to those places where those people are at for you. You know what I mean? So that's what it comes down to, y'all. It's in the air. If you really pay attention to how things are changing, shifting, you know, the energy this past week, the whole energy shifted pretty majorly. And, you know, this is it was like a reset. It's a new reset to what's going on right now. So you got to embrace it. You know, don't fight it. Embrace it for what it is, and it really taking in and enjoy everything that you can enjoy. You got one life to live. You might as well live it with the best company you can and have the best times you can while you're living it at the end of the day, and embrace the shifts and changes, because it's here to guide you and help you grow. At the end of the day, that's what it's there for. So if something's in your life is there, it's supposed to be, and if it's gonna stick, it's gonna stick, and you'll know what it is that's gonna stick, because it's gonna flow effortlessly. It's not gonna be a hard thing to deal with. It's just going to be easy. The more you relax within the situation, the easier it is. The more you relax and go with the flow within the situation, the easier it's going to be. So that's my message for today, y'all. That's my words of wisdom. Embrace the shift, because it happened, it's here, and things are going to continue to shift until the end of this year, and then it's going to shift even more, you know, at the beginning of the year. So you just got to embrace it and go for the ride. You know what I'm saying? Go for the ride and enjoy it. Really milk it for what it is, and enjoy the situation that you got, because you got a whole brand new beginning that you're dealing with, new opportunities to make some amazing things happen within your life with the right people. So embrace it, or the right circumstances, the right opportunities, all of those things coincide. So just embrace it all, and like I said, get the right energy around you for this this time period coming up, because it's hibernation season, and you want to make sure that you got the right energy going around in your establishment. So that's my words of wisdom. I'm hoping that y'all can take that, utilize it in the way that you want to utilize it. Get those right people around you, get that right energy around you that's going to help you flourish in life, that's going to hold you down and you hold them down. As I always say, I totally blanked right there. As I always say, I appreciate y'all stopping by, hanging out with me, soaking up the knowledge. I'm hoping that you're having a good day. I'm sending love out your way, and I'm holla.